Jade as well.
No worries. So, hey guys, I recognise some faces, so some of you might know me as your tutor or research assistant if there's any PhD students hiding in here somewhere. But first and foremost, I'm a strength and conditioning coach. That's what I do. I just do, research and tutoring to pay the bills to fund the strength and conditioning career. So, Chloe said, I wasn't the next student at Deakin. I did the double degree in sports science and sports management, but decided to go down the strength and conditioning stream. Okay, so alright, so I thought I might just go through what my opinion is of a strength and conditioning coach, what our role is. When people ask me what do you do and I say I'm a strength and conditioning coach, I always get, so what's that, like a personal trainer? And I'm like, no, I've got about 6 years of uni under my belt where a personal trainer has about 6 weeks. So I let them know that I'm not a big fan of personal training. So I like to think myself as a combination of personal trainer, physiotherapist, psychologist, nutritionist combined. We have to be an all-rounder. So part of my role that I've had in the past is to build and develop periodised strength programs for power programs for athletes, the conditioning component of athletes, so improving aerobic and anaerobic capacities, monitoring training loads, functional screening of athletes, rehab and prehab of injuries, need to test and evaluate their performance, teach and develop functional movement in the gym and in sport-specific situations, and basic nutrition, as I said, all-rounder. So today I'm just going to have a chat about how I got where I am now. Still really early on in my career journey, but I'll just give you an idea of the work that's involved to be a strength and conditioning coach. So I'll just go through my career choices, my education and my qualifications that I've gained over the years, the volunteering roles that I've had. So as mentioned earlier, very important, volunteering. What I do now is my job, and any advice I can give you for this career if you choose to do it. So obviously you guys have all decided that sport is your choice, okay? So when I left high school, I had to decide between art or sport. I really liked art, could paint well, but figured the only way I'm going to make money out of art is if I sell paintings after I've died, or be an art teacher. So didn't want to be either of those, so I thought sport will be the go. Originally wanted to be a physio, to the year of health sciences at La Trobe, hated it because I didn't get the marks to get into physio. Spoke to my physio friends and thought, no, I don't really want to do the clinical side of things. So stumbled across sports science here at Deakin and thought, hey, I'm just throwing sport management for the whole of it, might as well get 2-for-1 deal in here. Didn't really help me in terms of answering questions, because when you decide that you want to do sport and do a degree in sport management as well, you've got so many careers to choose from. Do I want to be in sports management? Which side of sports management do I want to do? Marketing, business management, player management, all those fun things. Sports science, more choices. Biomechanics, exercise phys, motor learning, nutrition, psychology. I'm sure all of you guys are playing around with these ideas about what you want to do when you finish here. And it's a really daunting task to think, what the hell am I going to do when I finish this degree? For me, I stumbled into strength and conditioning, loved it, thought, you know what, this is going to be what I want to do. Next question, honours, masters or PhD. The idea of research scared the crap out of me, so I'm like, I'm not doing research, because I don't want to be having to do, literature reviews and coming up with my own project. I'm just like, I'll just leave that to the side. So I did my master's through coursework at Deakin University, which I'm assuming is what you did as well, listening to your talk. So that's what I did. Now I'm a strength and conditioning coach. Okay, so my education, there we go. 1 year at La Trobe, hated it, got into sports science here, did the double degree, finished that in 2010. From there, started working as strength and conditioning coach at a swim club. Decided, as I was doing my masters in strength and conditioning at Deakin, and I finished that last year. Along the way, I got my level 1 ASCA. I'm doing my level 2 mid-year because it's just taken me a hell of a long time to get around to doing it. International Strength and Conditioning Association. That's the American association, and they're internationally recognised as and this qualification is an internationally recognised certification. Okay, so I can take that and work overseas because I'll know that I know my shit when I go over there. Okay. That was a bloody hard exam to take. An exam based on a lot of American sports. And if you don't know your American sports, well, it's a lot of fun. Okay, and I decided to do my level 1 weightlifting and sports power coach qualification as well, just to supplement my knowledge, which that was good fun too. Okay, so volunteering and interning. You guys, tutors, lecturers, anyone you come across in sports science probably harp onto you about volunteering and interning. Okay, interesting thing is that through Twitter, the Australian Strength and Conditioning Association was just having a debate on the values of interning, which I don't know if you will get that one. Yeah, perfect for this talk. I'm like, yeah, this is perfect to try and explain to you guys the importance of it. I volunteered all through my Deakin time and my masters, and before that, and I'll continue to volunteer in the future until someone wants to pay me really well, or I'll win the lottery. Either one comes first. The knowledge and experience that you guys gain from volunteering is invaluable. Okay, not only do you get knowledge and experience, you get contacts as well, which will help you further on down the track. Okay, because this job market is so limited, alright, it's really hard to get work in, so you need as much experience that you can possibly get, okay, to gain a competitive advantage. That's just like sport. In sport, we train our athletes to get a competitive advantage over the competition. You need to do the same with yourselves if you want to pursue a career, not only in strength and conditioning, but any of the sports scientists. It's a really competitive market, so you guys are going to be putting in the groundwork now, so when you finish, you don't turn around and go, oh shit, I can't get a job because I have no experience, I have no idea what I can do or offer your company pretty much. Okay, that leads me to the final point. Chances are you will not be a ready-made coach when you leave uni. There's a good chance that that's going to happen, okay? Without volunteering, you're not going to know anything, really, in terms of the wide world out there that's scary, daunting thought, okay? I always like to think uni should be run more like a tape where you get the practical experience built in, because I find that it does lack a little bit, so you guys are just going to do that work yourself. We can't give it to you. So, just to give you an idea of how to get experience, courses outside uni, so your level 1s in any sport, qualification, not just strength and conditioning. You've got level 1 athletics, which some of you might be getting through applied sports science at the moment. Things like that. Sports trainers qualification, that's a real basic one, but it gets your foot in the door at certain, local clubs, and that just, I've got my level 1 sports trainer, I can tape, I can run water, I can do all this, and that leads to bigger things. Just get your foot in the door. Take any opportunity that is given to you. So before, as we mentioned, he's taken all these opportunities and look where it's taking him. So you guys need to take those opportunities, whether it means, you might need to work less pushing trolleys at Coles, or just, try and budget a little bit better to get through. Just take the opportunities if someone gives them to you. If you're interested in a specific sport, contact the organisation, just send them emails, ask them if there's anything, same like the AIS example before. Just ask if there's anything going, if you can come down and have a look, just start getting your name out there. Speak to your lecturers if there's any specific sports science field that you like, so, biomechanics or exercise phys, go to those guys and ask them how to make a career in this industry if there's a specific area that you want to look at or work in. And do what you're doing now. Be involved in DUSSC and the sport science management events, okay? Because that's how I got my start as a strength and conditioning coach, through one of these seminars. Okay, it was a sports management seminar, oddly enough, but this is how I got my start in just a room like this, listening to people talk. So, my volunteering experience in the beginning, first started off in 2006. I was spectator services assistant at the Melbourne Commonwealth Games. That was great fun. 2 weeks of mingling with elite athletes, people from other countries, sporting officials. I was based at the State Netball and Hockey Centre, and so I got hockey and netball, and yeah, that was great fun. I got my level 1 through my uni years, 2007 to 2010, I was a sports trainer early on at my local footy club, Kirsty Footy Club. They did give me a little bit of money to do that, which was always a plus. And the Eastern Ranges Footy Club. So for those who don't know AFL, that's under 18 TOC Cup side where they draft a lot of young players from this competition. So pretty high up in the junior ranks. And from there, because I was spending so much time down at the Eastern Ranges, they decided to give me the job as the under-16s rehab and strength and conditioning coordinator pretty much. So I was in charge of that team during their pre-season before I left. Got a nice bit of experience working with young athletes and also developing my strengths as a coach as well. I also kept working with the under-18 guys as well through that season. So 2010 to 2012, the strength and conditioning coach for the state squad at the Nunawading Swimming Club, that was my placement for the practicum hours that you guys will have to do as well as part of your degrees. Okay, so I got that because I spoke to Rowan Taylor, who's the high performance coach for Swimming Australia, or he was. I'm not sure where he stands now with this whole mix up with Swimming Australia at the moment, but he was. And he offered me my internship as assistant strength and conditioning coach and head strength and conditioning coach at the Nunawading Swimming Club. So during that time as well, I also wanted to dabble in sport management, see if I wanted to do sport management. So I called up the Melbourne Tigers and said, I'm interested in basketball. Could I come down and work with you in a management setting? You know, how about games, event management, that kind of stuff. They said, yeah, sure. I did it for 2 weeks and hated it. Thought, sport management, not what I want to do. So I said, can I transfer and work with your strength and conditioning guy instead and turn up to training sessions and help out with that? So they said, yeah, that's fine. So I went down and just started helping out with training, and that was a good experience in the sense that they didn't do very well that year. So I learnt what not to do. Okay, because it was an eye-opener in terms of their training modalities, and I was just like, oh my god, what the hell are you doing? Questioned it as well, but they were just like, we don't really care. So I'm like, okay, you lost, not my problem. And also, as I said, this sports trainer thing, it sort of carried over. So I was also a sports trainer for the Gold Coast Footy Club as well. That's through the Eastern Ranges. The guy there got asked to do training when Gold Coast came to Melbourne. They needed more trainers. He liked me, called me up and said, I liked you as a trainer, do you want to come work with Gold Coast? I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. So, you know, got to see the operations of a footy club in, you know, warm up, cool down, in the rooms, you know, what happens before a big game. And now, 2013 and beyond, who knows what volunteering opportunities I'll do. I'm sure I'll take on some when I get offered them. Just have to wait and see. So, my actual career, what I get paid to do. When I finished my internship at Nunawading, they offered me a permanent role, paid role with the club it was part-time as a strength and conditioning coach. They also upgraded me from the state squad as well. So I was in charge of the state and national swimmers under 18. So pretty much every athlete that was under 18 at Nunawading Swim Club, from nationals down, I was in charge of. So that was about over 60 athletes that I had to program for. Okay. I had to prescribe periodised programs for Olympic and Paralympic athletes as well. I was actually given a Paralympic athlete in the lead up to the London Games, and he actually won silver. I want to say gold, but I'm pretty sure it's silver because I've forgotten. In one of the Paralympic relay teams. So that was pretty special. And as part of my role, I just thought I'd throw in there teach Olympic weightlifting. It's a big part of my programs when I'm training swimmers. So that's why I got the Olympic weightlifting coach license. Where I am now, I'm head strength and conditioning coach at Doncaster Templestowe Amateur Swim Club. It's an amateur club at the moment, but they're currently in the process of turning it into a more high performance club. So it's a really exciting opportunity for me to be able to grow my own program and develop my own dryland program for swimmers. So at the moment, it's early stages, but we're getting there. So I provide dryland power and strength programs and functional development programs for about 50 swimmers at that club. They're state level and down, so they're not as high up as the other guys. As part of my role as well, I also have to support the coaches that are already there in terms of getting their heads around how to program for a high performance structure. They don't really have the idea about periodisation or anything like that, so I sort of consult with them about how to improve their programs to be able to peak for important competitions, so national championships and things like that. So I kind of work in a consultant kind of role with them too. Alright, so where to from here for me? Research, never thought I'd say it, but now I'm considering doing it, which is scary enough as it is. My field that I'm interested in is actually winter sports, so particularly the alpine disciplines, snowboard, alpine skiing, downhill. Maybe look at some work with snowboard cross, ski cross athletes, because there's not a lot of research in there, in that sport. Level 2 qualification mid-year, just to get it out of the way, and just to keep working my ass off pretty much, to try and keep building this career, keep building my skills, and helping to. I find that strength and conditioning in Melbourne probably isn't as big as what it is in other states, so maybe just try and bring the name or the roles, get people aware of this profession. Okay. So, any advice I can give you guys? Pick a job that you love to do, okay? I love what I do. It's, getting up 5 o'clock in the morning to train athletes. It's a breeze when you love what you do. It's that old saying, if you love your work, you never work a day in your life, okay? And I like to follow that philosophy. And just to leave you with that, that's just a story of this is someone my partner works with actually. She works in an office job and she's an accountant. And every day she goes to him, she complains about what she does. She hates her job, she hates getting up and going to work. Every day it's just a struggle and a hassle. But she's got 30, 40 years of this left. And one day he said to her, why do you do accounting then if you hate it? And she said, I wanted to do forensic science, but it's such a hard career to get into that I just thought, it'd be easy to do accounting and I can walk into a job and earn, 60, 70, 80, whatever, $100,000 a year. And it's easy. But she hates it. And so he said to her, he's like, my girlfriend works in strength and conditioning, she's trying to be a strength and conditioning coach. She loves what she does, it's a hard job to get into though, and you need to work your ass off, you need to volunteer, it's long hours, but she loves what she does. And this girl says, well, she's just an idiot then. And when he told me this story, I'm like, are you serious? This chick's the one who's going to be miserable for the rest of her life because she hates what she does. Whereas I'm going to enjoy my life and enjoy my work life because I love what I do. And so if there's any advice that I can give you, despite everything that we spoke about today, is pick what you love to do it and pursue it. That's all I can say for you guys, if you take anything away from today. So, here's some course links. Masters, Strength and Conditioning link if you're interested in that. Course after uni. If you Google Masters in Strength and Conditioning at County University, you'll find it. That's the Strength and Conditioning Association website. That's where you can find all your level 1, level 2, all those courses, conferences, everything. Conferences in Australia this year, so if you're really keen, MCG in November this year. That's the National Strength and Conditioning Association website. They're really good too to become a member of. That's the American-based one. Just a good association to be linked with as well. And if you're interested in level 1 weightlifting, Australian Weightlifting Federation, the courses on there. That's me. Email, happy to get emails from people, I don't mind, and I'm on Twitter as well. I don't know if I'm that interesting on Twitter, but if you want to follow me, go ahead. I want to get my followers up. So, alright, any questions? Yeah.
So I suppose you're still developing your career and you're still quite early on. Do you know where you see yourself in 5 years' time, or are you more just taking it as it comes?
Well, I'm hoping in 5 years, by 5 years' time, I'd hopefully, if I'm going to take on a PhD, I can finish that. So, yeah, possibly, hopefully working in winter sports, that's where I'd like to be. Yeah.
So in Melbourne Tigers, you said that you didn't know. Oh, sorry, not that you didn't know, that you didn't like what you saw, you know, because they weren't very professional and whatnot. If, say, I was to go into that situation and I didn't know that it was a bad organisation, that what I was learning was absolute crap, so to speak. You know, what are some of those telltale signs that say, hey, look, stay away from this place, you know, ASAP, if you would say that?
Just to let you guys know, the Melbourne Tigers actually made it after that season. They made a big change, and I was there for the following season. They got more professional. You know you're in a bad organisation when people in a management role are telling you how to do your job. So I was I was working under the strength and conditioning coach, and we had the owner of the team saying, no, they shouldn't be running on grass because they're going to cause soft tissue injuries. Keep in mind, the owner of the team was a man about this big who weighed about 150 kilos. So, you know, if management is having too much say, I think, in what you're doing and telling you how to do your job, it's probably not the best situation to be in. Because how are you supposed to do your job if they want to do it